You three experienced the first verified case of alien abductions. Now, after the blue light pulled you into the spacecraft, what is your next memory?
Saw a beautiful being made of like a beautiful calming light.
That being touched my head, I felt every emotion in its purest form.
Hey, and you, Miss Rafferty?
Yeah, a little different for me. Me sitting on a stool while 40 gray aliens take turns gently batting my knockers around.
Perhaps they were collecting biological data?
No. They were real respectful about it. They were in a line, and then one by one they'd step up, slap a knocker, and then go to the end of the line, wait for another turn. I swear to God, there was one gray alien by a door just kind of peeking. I think he was the lookout. Look, it wasn't my worst Wednesday night.
It's movie night at the Silver Age Cinema, and tonight's double touches on two very different kinds of contact. Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a wonder-filled look at the unknown, and Fire in the Sky is a darker take that turns into something far more unsettling. But first, what the... Out in the quiet corners of America, strange things start happening. Power outages and lights moving across the sky that no one can explain. In Indiana, a lineman has a close encounter that leaves him shaken and obsessed with a shape he can't get out of his head.
Close encounter with something very unusual. Boring feeling.
At the same time, a young mother experiences something unexplainable in her own home. As scientists begin tracking these sightings, patterns start pointing to one location tied to it all. The closer they get, the clearer it becomes. This isn't random. For the people caught in it, the pull is undeniable, and whatever's out there is getting closer. Steven Spielberg directs Close Encounters of the Third Kind, building the film around pure wonder and curiosity. He'd go on to direct E.T., a sci-fi classic that leans even further into that human-alien connection. This idea traces back to his childhood. His parents once woke him up in the middle of the night to watch a meteor shower, and that moment stuck. Jaws lead Richard Dreyfuss is Roy Neary, a lineman whose obsession takes over his life. Here's Richard with a celebrity shout-out.
Hello, Steve Logan. The character was actually a lifer in the military. He was a 30-year man in the military. And the hair on the back of my head went up because that was not good. That was not a right decision about that character. Because in order to see the something that he saw, and have everyone, including his children and his wife, doubt him, there is something in that character that a lifer in the military wouldn't have. So, as he explained this to me, all of a sudden I realized that I was talking about me. That I really wanted that part, and that he actually needed me. I didn't know why at the time, but I was working on it. Close Encounters is a movie for adults, and it's the only film I absolutely believe will be studied 300 years from now.
Oscar nominated for this role, Melinda Dillon is Gillian Guller, a mother searching for answers after a terrifying encounter. Spielberg's hero, French director Francois Truffaut, is Claude Lacombe, the scientist leading the investigation, and young Frankenstein's Terry Garr is Ronnie Neary, a wife watching her family come apart. Close Encounters of the Third Kind runs on curiosity instead of fear, and it works.
Who flies crates like these anymore?
No one! These planes were reported missing in 1945.
Richard Dreyfuss nails that blue-collar dad, completely locked in on something he can't explain.
Means you were into nowhere.
while Melinda Dillon is a mother whose son is taken, both pulled in by the same obsession with that mountain. It takes over their lives in a way that's actually feels believable. And Cary Guffey almost steals the movie with his wide-eyed innocence. It moves at a deliberate pace, but it's building the whole time, and the payoff delivers. The visuals still hold up, the sound design is iconic, and there's a perfect mix of mystery and government cover-up. There's multiple storylines coming together seamlessly, all leading to the mythic Devil's Tower. It makes that shift from the 70s gritty sci-fi into the 80s blockbusters. It'll make you believe we are not alone. Once again, John Williams was Steven Spielberg's secret weapon. He composed the score first, and Spielberg cut the film to match it. He even slipped in a few Jaws notes. Before it came out, longtime friend George Lucas thought this would be the bigger hit, while Spielberg bet on Star Wars. They ended up trading points on each other's films, and both walked away winning. It's shown every night at the Devil's Tower campground, which makes it one of the most screened movies out there. My enjoyment rating for this wonder-driven sci-fi movie is an A-.
Who are you people?
Holy! Holy!
In the mountains of Arizona, a group of loggers spots something strange in the sky. Silent and impossible to explain, one of them gets too close and disappears. When the others report it, their story falls apart under pressure, turning them into suspects in a missing person case.
Did you or any of your crew murder Travis Walt?
Absolutely not.
As the days pass with no answers, the town turns on them.
They took him.
And the line between truth and cover-up starts to blur. Then, just as hope runs out, he comes back. But whatever happened out there didn't stay out there. And now the real question is, what did he bring back with him? Robert Lieberman directs Fire in the Sky, grounding the story in a stripped-down style that makes everything hit harder. He'd go on to work on the Dead Zone TV series, leaning further into psychological tension. The abduction sequence came to him through a series of dreams over 8 months while developing the film, and it's terrifying. The T-1000 himself, Robert Patrick, is Mike Rogers, the crew leader trying to hold things together as suspicion builds. Shoeless Joe Jackson, D.B. Sweeney, is Travis Walton, the logger at the center of the disappearance. Hollywood bad boy Craig Schaefer is Alan Dallas, a crew member under pressure as the story starts to unravel. And E.T. child star Henry Thomas is Greg Haynes, the youngest of the group caught in the fallout. Fire in the Sky plays less like a sci-fi and more like a small-town mystery that slowly turns darker.
Travis!
Once Travis disappears, the whole town turns on the crew, everyone pointing fingers. And that polygraph scene really seals it. The forest location gives it a beautiful but isolated backdrop. D.B. Sweeney keeps Travis grounded, while Robert Patrick carries the pressure, trying to hold the group together. The supporting cast, Peter Berg, Noble Willingham, and James Garner add to the sense of a town full of suspicion.
Still, you have to wonder how those boys came up with such a crazy story.
Yeah.
Back on Earth, we're dealing with the murder. Plain and simple.
The pacing takes its time, but it's always building. The abduction sequence is still one of the most unsettling alien sequences, pure fear and trauma. It leans into the idea that this really happened without trying to explain it away, and it sticks with you.
Yeah, who is this?
I have a collect call from Travis Walton. Will you accept the charges?
I'll accept it.
Go ahead, sir.
Mike. Travis. Help me.
It has become the most famous case of UFO abduction ever recorded. The real story is a little different than what the movie shows. Travis Walton has pushed back on the abduction scenes, saying they were way more intense than what he had described. Something even the writer admitted was done to make it stand out. Here's Travis with some thoughts.
Well, they changed quite a bit, especially the stuff aboard the craft. There was no weightlessness, and rather than looking all cluttered and organic inside, it was much more mechanical and sterile. Trying to get a remake of the movie going, and had several studios looking at it. Eventually, I think it'll happen.
My enjoyment rating for this grounded, unsettling movie is a B.
Oh, that's very perceptive. It's because he's not my friend.
Are you okay? Hey, can you talk to me?
Thanks for stopping by. I had to leave, but I feel that's exactly what they're hoping for, and I don't feel like getting probed. Please consider subscribing and check out this other great double. We'll see you next time at the Silver Age Cinema, if I'm still on Earth, where one movie is never enough.